Welcome to Empires Unearthed. Today, we journey through the incredible story of the Byzantine Empire, a civilization that stood at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, preserving Roman traditions, while shaping a new world of faith, art, and power. For over 1,000 years, the Byzantine Empire rose fell that still shapes the world today. Empire, its golden age, its struggles, and its final tragic fall. Join us as we explore the empire that bridged the ancient and medieval worlds. When the Roman Empire became too vast to govern effectively, Emperor Constantine made a historic decision. He moved the capital east to Byzantium, later renamed Constantinople. This city, positioned on the Bosporus Strait, became the heart of a new empire. The Byzantine Empire kept Roman laws, administration, and military traditions, yet it evolved into something different. It absorbed Greek culture, embraced Christianity, and developed its own identity. As Rome in the West fell to invasions, Constantinople thrived, becoming a beacon of stability, wealth, and learning. The empire saw challenges from Gothic and Persian forces, but strong leadership and fortified walls kept it safe. Its people saw themselves as Romans. Even though they spoke Greek, they built magnificent churches, held chariot races in the Hippodrome, and believed their empire was the last great defender of Christian civilization. The age of Justinian and the glory of Constantinople. The 6th century marked a high point under Emperor Justinian. He dreamed of restoring the glory of Rome. His armies, led by the brilliant general Belisarius, reconquered North Africa, Italy, and parts of Spain. But victories came at a cost. Heavy taxes and endless wars strained the empire. Meanwhile, Constantinople flourished. Justinian built the Hagia Sophia, a breathtaking cathedral that still stands today as a symbol of Byzantine engineering and devotion. He codified Roman law into the Corpus Juris Civilis, shaping legal systems for centuries. The empire faced disasters. A devastating plague killed thousands, weakening armies and economies. Yet through turmoil, Constantinople remained one of the wealthiest and most advanced cities in the world, a place where merchants from Asia, Africa, and Europe met under golden domes and marble halls. Conflict and survival. Religion defined the Byzantine world. The empire saw itself as the protector of Christianity, but faith also brought conflict. Disputes over doctrine led to councils, controversies, and sometimes riots. The iconoclast period divided society over the use of holy images. Emperors banned icons, believing them to be idolatrous, while others defended their sacred role. Eventually, icons were restored, but tensions with the Western Church deepened. By 1054, the Great Schism split Christianity into Roman Catholic and Eastern Orthodox traditions, weakening unity. Yet Byzantium endured. It faced waves of invasions from Bulgars, Arabs, and Normans. Its secret weapon, Greek fire, turned naval battles into fiery victories. Diplomacy, marriage alliances, and clever politics allowed the empire to survive even when outnumbered. The Byzantine court dazzled foreign visitors with its ceremony, wealth, and sophistication, showing that even in hard times, Constantinople remained a prize beyond imagination. Crusaders, Turks, and decline. By the 11th century, the empire confronted new threats. The Seljuk Turks defeated Byzantine forces at Manzikert, shaking imperial power. Internal rivalries weakened defenses. Desperate for help, emperors called on Western Europe, launching the Crusades. At first the Crusaders helped, but soon their ambitions turned dangerous in 1200 for the Fourth Crusade. Captured and looted Constantinople, a wound from which the empire never fully recovered. The Latin Empire ruled for decades while remnants of Byzantium struggled to reclaim their lands. Eventually, the Byzantines retook the city, but their power was fading. Territories shrank, enemies grew stronger, and trade slipped into foreign hands. The rise of the Ottoman Turks closed in on Constantinople, cutting off its lifelines. Though emperors sought allies, the West often hesitated, viewing Byzantium as distant, and divided. The empire that once stood as the shield of Europe was now a shadow of its former glory. The fall of Constantinople and legacy of Byzantium. The fall of Constantinople and legacy of Byzantium. In 1453, the final act began. The Ottoman Sultan Mehmed II brought massive cannons, armies, and ships to Constantinople. The defenders fought bravely behind ancient walls, but the odds were impossible. After weeks of siege, the city fell, ending more than 1,000 years of Byzantine history. The world changed overnight. The fall of Constantinople marked the end of the medieval Roman Empire and the rise of Ottoman dominance. Yet the Byzantine legacy did not vanish. Its scholars carried classical knowledge to the West. Fueling the Renaissance, Orthodox Christianity spread to Russia and Eastern Europe. Byzantine art, law, and architecture continued to inspire civilizations far beyond its borders. The empire that had bridged worlds left behind ideas, institutions, and culture that shaped nations and faiths for centuries to come. Even in defeat, Byzantium proved that ideas outlast empires.